High maintenance, yun ang term.
As you can
Full pa sana kami, kaso lang...
Dapat hindi masyadong pagod.
Because marami pang ganap mamayang gabi. Good morning! Sarap ang tulog. Sleep.
It's Sunday! Ang dami natin gagawin. Pagod. Always pagod.
Buenos dias, guys! So today we're going to talk about one of the most commonly asked questions sa amin as a couple, and that is how to have a long-lasting relationship. And what's funny is, hindi lang siya sa mga teens na nanggagaling yung question na yun. Even adults, a little bit of our background, no? Sa mga hindi nakakilala sa amin. And we've been together for almost 17 years now. So 15 years kaming magjowa. And then we got married on our 15th anniversary. And now we're 1 year and 7 months na. So ngayon pag-usapan natin yung mga phases ng relationship. So ang first stage is the
falling in love or the honeymoon.
Yes, so the honeymoon phase. So this is the earliest phase sa relationship. But sadly, it's the shortest phase.
Yes.
It only lasts about 6 months to 2 years.
Matagal na tayo.
Yun na yung tanong sa atin eh. Since 1 year and 7 months pa lang tayong kasal, are we still in the honeymoon phase or hindi na? So yung mga manifestations ng early stage ng relationship or yung honeymoon phase is yung kinikilig na always mong iniisip yung partner mo. I'm trying to remember our first years together. Hindi ko talaga makakalimutan is yung first kiss namin. After that, parang I was thinking about it like 24/7. Parang always kong nire-replay sa mind ko.
Siguro ako yung first date natin. Like, walang anything physical. It was like conversation lang.
It was mostly awkward conversation.
Yeah, pero yun yung pinaka-first kasi namin na meet up and first na paglabas.
Ito yung isa sa mga common mistake ng couples is that they only focus on the fairy tale moments sa relationship.
The first few months.
First few months na puro kilig lang, na walang problema. Ito yung sinasabi nila na conflict avoidance. Iniiwasan nilang tingnan yung mga negative sides sa partners nila. It is only after, when that stage is over na there is a true relationship na nangyayari.
Beyond the fairy tale, you see the reality of the relationship. Yun yung nagsistrengthen ng bond.
Yun, which leads us to the second phase, which is the getting serious phase.
Yeah, dito naman nasistrengthen yung commitment kasi you see beyond all of the kilig moments lang.
Ito na yung stage na we are also letting our guards down. Cover kayo new things about yourselves na parang, ay, parang ganito pala siya.
Ano yung na-realize mo after a few years of being together? Ano yung mga negative sa akin?
Ano ba? Siguro siguro at that time, yung bago pa lang tayo, parang ay masyado pa lang seryoso sa life. Always schoolwork na.
And sa'yo naman, opposite. Parang I felt, wala naman akong future dito. Happy-go-lucky lang.
Nawala na yung idealism stage.
Yeah.
Dito na nagsaset in yung commitment. Kapag committed ka na, there will be a routine.
Yes,
parang
kasi
nawawala na yung spontaneity ng relationship ninyo. Dahil parang naubusan na kayo ng mga things to do, like mga first things na ginagawa natin together.
I remember before, when we were in high school, like every weekends lang tayo nagkikita. But those weekends, nagiging routine na for the both of us. Kasi we'll watch a movie, tapos
punta sa mall, kakain sa restaurant.
Imagine sa province, konti lang mga malls. So, the same places, over and over again.
So the third phase is disillusionment. Dito na nakikita lahat ng baho sa relationship. Talagang mask off na you see the person as who he is, who she is. And
yung worst in that person.
Yeah, and you're starting to doubt or question na nasa tamang relationship na ba ako?
Is he the right man for me?
Yeah. And sadly, not all couples pass through this relationship. And dito nangyari most of the breakups. Parang nag-give up na sila. Dito na papasok yung mga disagreements. Parating kayo nag-aaway.
Nagtatapunan ng mga plato.
Oo.
Magkatabi kayo sa kama, pero sa both ends kayo natutulog. When you see the worst in your partner, most of the time, we would tend to look for something better in another person.
Yeah.
Kaya dun nagka-cause ng breakup.
Or you're looking to bring that feeling ng honeymoon phase pero sa ibang tao.
Yeah.
which leads to the next phase, which is creating a lasting love. So in this phase, we recognize ourselves as individuals wanting to be in a relationship. Wanting, not needing. So meaning, parang we're complete as individuals.
Parang we don't need each other to survive, but we want to be together. That's why we're together.
Yes, we also have our individual goals and also our common goals as a couple.
Yeah.
It's a love based on acceptance and compassion. So parang similar siya sa stage 2. Pero ngayon is, you see beyond the flaws na. Alam mo na lahat ng negative sides about him or her, pero you accept him or her fully. So while this stage is stable, it is important rin na hindi siya maging stagnant. So that's why today, we're going to try out a new place. Staycation lang siya. Ito rin important thing when in a relationship, especially when you're married. And it's the intimate times together with your wife. Or sexy time. Siyempre, as married couples, yun talaga nagpapa-strengthen ng bond between you guys. Sa partner mo and sa'yo.
So, sobrang haba ng araw. Papagurin kita, literal.
Sana may extra lakas pa tayo para to end the day. Kaya to.
I can see it in your eyes. You've seen the moon and its darker side. I can feel the gravity, the forces pull between you and me. Yes, it's true, I'm falling hard for you, but I won't rush this love. I can wait even if it's hard to say. One moment is enough. I will be standing here right by your side. I will be standing here till the end of time. I will be standing here all through the night, till the stars align.
Paano mag-party ang isang Gerard? Ang isang Jobel?
Marriage is a lifelong commitment. Without active effort, it can easily become monotonous and unexciting. This is one of the many reasons why spouses get tired and try to pursue adventures outside of their marriage. If you light the fire and do not feed it, the flame will die out. So here we are trying to keep the flame burning. We try new things, go to unfamiliar places, and of course, seek advice from professionals who can help us keep our relationship strong.
Okay, so it has been a very long day for the both of us. It's Sunday, pero hindi kami nakapag-rest. So ngayon, we will have a session with a psychologist who's expert in marriage counseling and the like. So pag-uusapan namin yung mga common problems in married couples. Especially kami, kasi kami lang dalawa dito in the metro, away from our parents, away from our ninongs and ninang. So it would really help us to have people with us, guiding us in our journey as married couple.
Hi, Coach Matt.
So I'm Jobel.
And I'm Gerard.
Hey, good day sa inyong dalawa, Gerard and Jubel, no? Thank you very much for having me here. By the way, the both of you are really looking good, ah. I think that's really a sign of a very wonderful, fruitful, abundant, productive, intense, romantic relationship. Congratulations, no? Going stronger ang inyong relationship. So, thank you very much for giving me this time para sagutan natin yung mga katanungan ninyo na maybe related and pertinent sa inyong relationship at kapupulutan din ng aral ng ating mga viewers ngayon.
So, right now we have some questions na gusto namin i-ask sa'yo as the professional psychologist. Since we are in a long-term relationship, so how can we go back into the time na parang honeymoon phase pa rin? So, what are some ways that you can suggest para masunod naman namin and para mabalik ulit yung kilig and yung flame na meron kami nung dati?
Now, the honeymoon stage, ang pinaka-intense at pinaka-exciting na part sa isang relationship. And many people believe that the honeymoon stage usually starts at the beginning of the relationship and may only last for 6 months, para sa iba 1 year, 2 years, no? Para sa iba nga wala no? So, but nonetheless nagkakaiba-iba. And many people believe na yung honeymoon stage nag-i-end yan and hindi na bumabalik. Pero hindi totoo yun, no? Hindi naman totoo yun because the honeymoon stage can be maintained. Na-maintain natin yan. May mga bagay tayong pwedeng gawin para ma-maintain pa rin natin yung kilig, no? Yung passion, yung sexual intimacy natin bilang mag-asawa, no? So, ano ang mga pwede natin gawin? Pero bago yan, let us explain bakit nga ba may honeymoon stage in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong, pag sinabi kong na-maintain ang honeymoon stage, let's just set the expectation realistic. So, let me just explain before tayo pumunta sa strategy na isasuggest ko sa inyo. Bakit nga ba may honeymoon stage in the first place? It has something to do with a body chemical, no? Sa ating katawan known as dopamine. Ang dopamine, isa yung klase ng hormone na nagbibigay sa atin ng rewarding feeling at kakaibang saya, no? Na nare-release siya usually kapag meron tayong ina-anticipate o ginagawang bagay na rewarding. Now, in the context of the relationship, no, tumataas ang dopamine level at nagkakaroon tayo ng exciting kilig feeling every time we feel that the relationship is rewarding. The only way to increase dopamine in ourselves in the context of our relationship is to make the relationship rewarding. Do you still perceive your partner as rewarding? Nakikita mo pa rin bang rewarding ang partner mo? Yung partner mo gumagawa pa ba ng mga bagay na rewarding para sa'yo? No? Or ikaw mismo, ganun ka din ba sa iyong mga partner? Or in short, ang relationship ba natin rewarding? If the answer is yes, then most likely mataas ang chances na tataas ang dopamine level at mafe-feel natin yung kilig moments or intense moment, exciting moments ng ating relationship na pwede nating i-categorize bilang honeymoon stage. Ito ang pinaka-bottom line. Kasi syempre maraming iba't ibang pamamaraan, pero isa-summarize ko na lang sa ganitong klaseng thought. Kung ano ang nakakabuti at nakakapagpasaya sa partner mo, yun ang gawin mo parati. Let us take the responsibility to make our relationship rewarding for the both of us, for the both of you, no? For the both of you, you and your partner. At kung ano ang mga bagay na nakakasama at nakakamiserable sa buhay ng partner mo, yun ang mga bawas-bawasan mo. Sapagkat alam naman natin na kapag miserable ang partner mo, ganun ka din. Naipapasa din yan sa iyo. Okay? So it is our responsibility to make our relationship rewarding para ma-maintain natin yung tinatawag nating honeymoon stage.
Second question, siguro ako, on my end kasi, as a wife to a cosmetic surgeon who's very exposed to a lot of women na very attractive and appealing.
Yeah.
And alam ko, I understand na sobrang hirap for a man to resist temptation. And cases na may mag-flirt, for example, ibang babae or patients niya sa husband ko, how should I handle it? And if dumating sa point na mag-cause siya ng away, how should we handle those types of problems? And yung mga selosan sa relationship namin.
I think you're raising a very good point here, Jubel, sapagkat itong tanong na ito ay problema ng karamihan. Yung takot na baka magloko ang partner nila. First, let me make a point. Let's accept the reality na ang relationship talaga ay isang malaking risk. Isang risk po yan. Walang kasiguraduhan. Kagaya ng mga iba't ibang mahalagang bagay sa buhay, hindi naman talaga sigurado. No? And in that case, we can never control our partner. It's as if meron tayong illusion na pwede nating kontrolin, na pwede nating i-structure ang buhay ng partner natin para mailayo sa mga temptasyon. But actually, it is not really true, no? Because we cannot really control anyone, including our partners. Tao din yan, may isip, may sariling choice. No? Because what happens if we control our partner? Pag kinontrol natin ang partner natin, nagiging demanding tayo. Naglalagay tayo ng pressure sa partner natin. In that case, kumbaga, tumataas ang misunderstanding, tumataas ang probability na may frequent conflicts, and in that case, nagiging toxic ang relationship. The more the more na napupush ang partner natin na gawin yung bagay na sobrang kinakatakutan natin. Kasi yan ang nakikita ko kadalasan sa mga couples na pumupunta sa akin sa therapy na may affair. And of course, hindi ko dyan na-justify ang affair. Affair is an affair and it's really a bad thing. And the relationship will die in its natural death. Sapagkat kapag ganun ang ating interaction sa isa't isa, kinokontrol natin ang bawat isa, nagbibigay siya ng subconscious meaning na nakakapagod ang relationship. Therefore, tataas ang motivation na umalis doon. So, ano ang pwede natin gawin? Now, since relationship is a risk, there is a way that we can lower the risk. So, one way is to make yourself irresistibly so great as a partner na every time may mga temptasyon sa paligid, magdadalawang isip yung partner mo. Improve yourself personality-wise and make yourself so physically attractive so that maglalagay siya ng subconscious message sa isip ng asawa mo na, ay, hindi ko afford magloko sapagkat wala na akong ibang mahanap na katulad niya. Wala siyang kapantay. Make ourselves so secure na mapapag-isip palagi yung partner natin na maghanap ng iba sapagkat we are already enough. We are already so great na walang ibang makakapantay sa atin. And of course, ito ang pinaka-general advice ko sa mag-partners na lagi tayong maglagay ng boundary sa relationship natin upang hindi na makapasok ang mga third party sa buhay natin. Now, yung mga third party na yan, they are temptations. Malaking temptasyon yan. And the only way, the only great way and effective way to deal with temptation is to avoid temptation. At ma-avoid natin yan kapag maglalagay tayo ng boundary. So, dapat iwasan ang mga temptasyon. Na hindi naman natin maiiwasan yan kasi may mga times talaga na may mga tukso, mga taong mahilig mangabit at mahilig makipag-flirt. Pag yan ang nangyari, may mga ganyan sa ating paligid, ay wag na nating sakyan upang hindi magka-developan. No? Maaga pa lang, atin nang piniprevent. Sabi nga nila, prevention is better than cure.
So ito, last question, Coach. This one is very personal. Yun nga, sa couple, as an individual, may work kami, and we have a lot of things to do, may social relationship with other people, and with other stops and obligation. Ngayon kasi, when I come home, syempre diba, sometimes our wives are expecting something from us na dapat panindigan natin.
Yeah.
And syempre diba, we need to fulfill our wives' desires and wants and needs. So, yun ang gusto kong tanongin, how can I go home and still be confident that I will have the stamina or I will have the strength to go on and fulfill my wife's needs?
Question ni Gerard, meron akong hinandang PowerPoint presentation dyan. Alam naman natin, lagi tayong handa, di ba? Dapat. Okay, sige. So, let me present to you my answer to your question by discussing to you how to maintain the honeymoon stage or how to make a relationship rewarding with physical and psychological ways or strategies. Okay? So, una, lagi nating tandaan na a rewarding relationship maintains the honeymoon stage. Kagaya ng nabanggit natin kanina, no? Na kumbaga para ma-maintain natin yung honeymoon stage na tinatawag, yung intensity ng passion and excitement natin para sa isa't isa, no? Kailangan maging rewarding yung ating relationship. And para mas maging rewarding ang relationship natin, kailangan rewarding din yung ating sexy time. Yan, no? Kasi yan yung mga hindi natin madalas naiisip. Kasi para sa iba, nine-neglect. No? Kasi sa sobrang busy sa trabaho, sa sobrang focus sa ibang mga bagay, nakakalimutan ang mga maliliit at importanteng mga bagay na kapag sumatotal natin, ay talagang nakakatulong sa isang relationship. Kagaya ng ating sexy time, no? So, a rewarding relationship needs a healthy sexy time. Dapat hindi natin kinakalimutan yan. Responsibilidad natin yan sa bawat isa, no? Kapag tingin natin nagiging dry na, nagiging routine na, responsibility po natin i-improve yun. No? Lahat yan, no? Lahat ng bagay na importante sa relationship natin, responsibility ng bawat isa, no? Bilang mag-partner. Okay? So, how to improve your sexy time? So, meron akong ipapakitang dalawang major categories kung paano natin i-improve yan. Isa yung physical at isa yung psychological. Napunta muna tayo sa mga physical na mga pamamaraan kung paano natin ma-improve ang ating sexy time. No? Number 1, make yourself physically attractive and fit. Ito, hindi masyadong obvious to para sa karamihan. Kaya marami sa atin ang napapabayaan ng ating katawan. No? Kasi, kailan naman, kasi mag-asawa na kami, tanggap na ako, no? Kung ano man ako, kung ano man ang itsura ko, kung ano man ang katawan ko, pagpalagay natin, okay na yun, no? Na that is really given. Acceptance is really very wonderful in every relationship. Ngunit, bakit tayo magsisettle sa mediocre kung pwede naman nating i-improve kagaya ng katawan natin, no? Kung tutuusin, in the bottom line, sex is still basically physical. Sex is still basically physical. So that one of a psychological study suggested, no, na kapag mas mataas ang physical attraction ng bawat isa, ng partner, mas maganda ang quality ng sexual life. And eventually, mas nagiging maganda ang quality ng relationship. No? Kasi sex makes a relationship colorful and wonderful. And one of the best ways to improve our sexual life is to improve our physical attractiveness. Dapat maging fit tayo. No? Kumbaga, inaalagaan natin ang ating katawan. Diba? Minsan nga, diba, may mga couples akong mga na-encounter. Sinasabi, pag ini-interview ko sila isa't isa, may mga remarks sila na nami-miss ko yung dati kong asawa. Kumbaga, lagi talaga akong nananabik kapag nakikita ko siya. Kasi, of course, gusto ko yung ugali niya, pati yung itsura niya, gusto ko din. No? So, in short, dun ko na-realize na, malaking bagay ang pagiging physically attractive at isang pagiging physically fit sa isang magandang relationship. Next is balance work and rest. Now, napaka-importanteng magtrabaho. Pero, equally important po dyan ang magpahinga. Equally important ang magpahinga, matulog ng tama, magkaroon ng mga break, playtime, no? Sapagkat studies have shown na kapag tayo ay nagpapahinga ng tama, mas nare-regulate ng tama ang dopamine level sa ating katawan. Of course, increase your energy. Exercise can help. Of course, proper sleep. Of course, kumain ng tama. Huwag masyado sa mga karne, mga matataba, at mga matatamis, no? And of course, pwede din tayong mag-take ng mga healthy supplements. Personally, kapag dating sa sexy time, talagang ini-increase ko yung energy ko para talagang matuwa si Mrs. Pati ako matutuwa din, no? And ako, gamit ko personally itong honeymoon herbal tea. Nakita ko kanina si Gerard umiinom. Ako, mamaya Gerard, grabe, energetic ka niyan. Kasi for me, I think this is really very effective. And so far, wala namang side effects sa akin. Nakakadalawang karton na nga ako. And I really like it. Ito yung mga bagay na dapat nating pagkatandaan. Ito yung tatlong physical ways na pwede nating gawin para ma-improve ang ating sexy time. Psychological ways. Okay, number 1 is healthy communication. Now, hindi natin mapagkakaila na ang magpartner ay may mga kanya-kanyang differences yan. Pagkakaiba ng upbringing, pagkakaiba ng values, pagkakaiba ng mga suliranin sa buhay, mga problema sa buhay bago kayo nag-meet. So, ang daming dapat i-integrate sa bawat isa. Napaka-importante na sa likod ng mga differences na ito, makahanap tayo ng common ground. And the only way to find common ground is a healthy communication. Sapagkat kapag merong healthy communication, dun lalabas yung understanding. Kasi kapag ano bang kabaliktaran ng understanding? Diba? Misunderstanding. And misunderstanding usually happens kapag walang healthy communication. And ang pinakaugat sa lahat ng mga conflict, pag-aaway at hiwalayan ng mga mag-partner is misunderstanding. Kumbaga kapag maganda lagi ang inyong relationship dahil sa healthy communication, mas nagiging attracted kayo sa isa't isa. Therefore, mas nagiging maganda ang ating sexy time. Secondly is quality time. No? Kagaya lang din yan sa healthy communication. This one is gumawa tayo ng mga activities together as mag-partner. Because the more activities that you do, the more similarities that you create. And the more similarities that you create, the more you can relate, the more you can talk about it, the more you can discuss about things, the more na nag-enjoy kayo sa isa't isa, kaya mas nagiging maganda ang relationship. And of course, making your relationship light and rewarding. Sapagkat maraming tao sa ating buhay habang tayo ay lumalaki. In short, isa sa mga responsibility natin ay gawing magaan at madali para sa isa't isa ang relationship. In that case, mas maganda ang relationship, mas maganda ang sexy time, mas quality ang ating buhay. Okay? So, yun po ang aking sagot dun sa pangatlong tanong, and hopefully nakatulong yun, no? Thank you very much for inspiring a lot of couples. So, I will pray for you na mas maging strong pa at malakas ang inyong bonding as you help each other maintain the honeymoon stage in your relationship. So, maraming salamat, no, sa pag-invite sa akin, and this is not the last time na magkikita at mag-uusap tayo. Hopefully, I will see you in the future. Sa mga viewers natin, maraming salamat sa pakikinig at panonood. Thank you very much. Bye-bye!
Thank you kay Coach Matt for the advices. So we'll surely improve our relationship with your advices. And also, we would like to thank Honeymoon Herbal Tea because talagang nakaka-strengthen talaga siya ng bond between us couple as natural as possible. And hindi na kailangan ng hangover the following day just to get that high.
Hangover talaga.
Yeah.
So we don't have to drink.
Yeah, no need for alcohol, no need for other meds that could cause side effects because this Honeymoon Herbal Tea is all natural.
I'm grateful as a wife na recipient ng love ng aking asawa that at least pag uwi ko, kahit pagod na pagod kami, he still can perform.
Yeah, and I can express my love for her naturally.
Thank you, Coach Matt, for being with us today, for sparing a portion of your time to help us with our problems. Alam namin na sobrang busy nyo, but you really helped us in practical ways na kayang-kayang gawin ng kahit na sino. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers have learned a thing or two. And we hope to see you again next time. So yun, thank you so much, Coach Matt.
Thank you, Coach Matt.